opening trap. Yes, these two words are so scary for each and every beginner and the intermediate player. And why not? We always fear this thing that we might end up in a checkmate in first 10 or 15 moves in the game. And it happens also in your game. But I will tell you, if you follow certain opening principles, then you can avoid all the opening traps and pitfalls. That's why I have decided to create a series of opening trap videos which will help you to get rid of this big burden on you. And the first opening trap I have decided, or the game I have decided to show you, is between Richard Reti and Tartakower. These top two players in the era of 1920s and 30s have played one famous shortest game in the history of chess, and the game was played in the Caro Kann defense, and that's what we are going to see in this game. Okay, this game is already there in many tactical books, opening trap books, and everywhere. So without further delay, we'll be looking at what really happened in this game, why so much famous about this game. And before we go further, I would like to tell you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because this is going to be a series of videos. So this game which we are going to see was played between Richard Reti, who was white, Tartakower was black, and it was played in the year of 1910 in Vienna. The game started with e4, c6, d4, d5. Well, this is the Caro Kann defense. So white played knight c3, a very normal and easygoing move, we can say. Black captured d into e4, knight into e4, everything is fine. Both players are playing sensibly. Knight f6, he develops a piece, and that's what you should try to do. In the opening phase, you should try to control the center. That is the first principle which you should never forget about it. That's what white and black are doing in this game, and it applies to each and every other opening also. Second thing, what you should be doing is like developing your pieces as quickly as possible in the game. And here white played queen d3, supporting the knight on e4 square. Okay, fair enough. And now in this position, any normal player would have played knight d7 and just developing a piece. But here black got a little bit excited, you can say, and he played e5. Well, why is he playing e5 move? Because he got excited because of one move, that if white captures, which actually happened in the game, Tartakower decided to play queen a5 check. The pawn on e5 is not a free pawn, okay? He planned to capture the pawn, but by doing that thing, he has allowed his opponent to develop his pieces with the tempo. Well, what is really the tempo? Tempo means a move which will force your opponent to take care of the threat which is there on the board. So here bishop d2. Now black cannot really do anything in this position. He needs to take care of his queen. So this is called as a developing with the tempo. We are attacking. So black captured queen takes e5, and now he thought that knight on e4 is pinned now. It cannot go anywhere, and in order to save the knight, he must play f3, and the game will continue with, maybe we can play bishop e7 and castle, or even bishop f5. All those moves are possible. But Richard Reti, who has invented many great novelties and everything in the opening phase, his famous opening is also Reti opening, which starts with knight f3 and g3. You might look at it. He played one great opening trap in this position. What he did, he played long castle, and this is the trap. Okay, what he has planned in this position is like, if black captures on e4, which is a great trap in this position, then here he has planned a mate in 3 moves, guys. Mate in 3, yes, and black cannot really avoid that thing. After knight e4, the game got over with queen d8 check. Can you imagine giving up a queen in this position just so early at the 9th move? Well, there is a thing. After queen d8, this amazing move which is printed or published in many tactical and combinational books all over the world till that time, is still very famous. After king takes d8, what is really happening? Why did he give up the queen? Well, if you give it a thought, then you will see that there is a double check which might happen in this position, and that is also one of the theme of this game, that here you have 2 double checks. Like, you can give discovered check. The rook on d1 is there, the king on d8 is there, the bishop on d2 is there, and there is indirect attack on the king. So if you move the bishop in this position, then you might be giving a check. Okay, you have 2 options. Any normal player will give this bishop f4 check and try to capture the queen which he has sacrificed. Okay, but first of all he will not sacrifice, but even if you play that, then it will be a mistake. But Reti has decided to play bishop g5 check, because now if you play king e8, then rook d8 is a check and mate, and if you play king c7, then bishop d8 is a check and mate. So that's how the game was over. So this opening trap in the Caro Kann got very famous, and many people already fall for this thing. But how to avoid this kind of a thing? So I will tell you, if you go back to this position, then don't play the moves such as e5 and all, which are not helping you to develop your pieces. One more thing I would like to tell you, that don't bring your queen early in the game, the way he played, like after this queen a5 just to grab one pawn, because once you bring your queen early in the game, you might give your opponent chances to attack on the queen and develop the pieces, as it happened in this game. Okay, so that also you should avoid. And another thing which I would like to tell you, in order to play well in the opening phase, like don't play the same piece again and again unless and until it is necessary. So I hope that from the great famous miniature you understood what you should be doing in the game, and you will avoid this kind of opening traps and pitfalls in your game and play a good game. So we will be meeting very soon with something more interesting. Till that moment, don't forget to like this video, and even if you have any questions or something like that, don't forget to write the comments after the video. Till that moment, bye bye, take care.